Okay. So, we're playing Asteroids. Tell me about Asteroids, Eek. What do you know about Asteroids?
I know very little about Asteroids.
So this is like, did IGN make this game?
I have no
The
idea.
International Games Negotiation made this game.
I don't know
So
if
this
that's
game
what
came out in
IGN
like
stands for.
1970 something.
70. Oh, that's a good start.
Were you a spaceship?
No, I'm the triangle, which is a
You're the
spaceship too,
pizza
I think.
slice? Okay. So you're a spaceship and you're shooting asteroids. Got it. But like, okay, so 1979.
The year I was born.
Was this like that was the year you were born?
Yeah.
So like Nolan Bushnell and stuff, right?
I'm pretty bad at asteroids.
Like Atari, he made like a TV, but it was games.
But it was
Right?
games.
Is that what it was?
Let me
Your
paint a
score
picture.
is one of the 10 best in the world.
Oops. I guess
You're one of
I'm gonna
the
be
10 best.
AAA.
You're dumb. That's gay. You're supposed to do ASS. That's fake and gay. It's fake and gay to do anything else.
Okay. So what are we doing? Welcome to 1994, Grimes.
Why 1994?
Because that's when I was playing this game.
That's when you were playing this game?
So
You were 5.
yeah.
Do you remember being 5?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember being 5. I remember being 7. That's when I came online.
Yeah, I definitely remember being 5.
So you came online at 5, or did you remember being like younger than 5?
I remember things as early as 4? 3?
Maybe
shit.
I do, but I couldn't tell you how old I was then. If so, you know, like
It's something
the
I have-
only specific memory I have of being an age was 7.
It's something
being,
I've
like-
pieced together
You've done some
by
detectiving.
yeah.
You like asked your mom, "Hey, when did that black dude do that thing to me in that shed?"
Yeah. I mean, it typically your first memories are traumatic events. And that's why I remember breaking a window with a rock.
When did that British dude kidnap me in his hot air balloon? What year was that, Mom?
Is that your traumatic event?
Yeah. You still didn't do ASS. I'm disappointed in you.
I did better though.
Did you do better?
So in my extensive testing of this recording setup before this, I determined that I'm really bad at asteroids.
Can you be good at asteroids?
I think
You
so.
can probably be
The
like
top
You can
score-
probably be like fucking good
Yeah.
at asteroids, like Japanese good, even though this isn't a Japanese. Asteroids is not Japanese, right? It's like Nolan Bushnell on his TV box.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Let me find out some stuff about asteroids. Let me see what's going on with asteroids.
But anyway, welcome to 1994.
Uh-huh.
The purpose of this Let's Play
program.
is we're gonna explore
Our bodies.
our
Together.
bodies and our minds. The
Okay.
bodies and minds of our childhood selves.
Okay.
We're gonna explore our childhood
Because, you know,
bodies.
like, the whole internet is interested in our childhoods because we're famous singers.
yeah,
They know us from our albums that dropped.
yeah. We're super interesting
year.
people that deserve.
Like, really, this is for posterity. It's like, you know, when aliens come and they want to know, like, what happened with us, you know, the champions of our race.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
have this Let's Play that will, like, explain our origins to them.
Where are Eek and Grimes, progenitors of masculinity?
Progenitors of the Infinite Empire. Okay, so, like, I almost just searched Nolan Bushnell. Like, I'm just going to assume that he had something to do with it.
It seems like the
Asteroids.
opposite way you'd search for information about asteroids.
Asteroids. Game.
So basically, we just made a gigantic list of all the games we remember.
Okay, so Asteroids. are minor planets, especially those of the inner solar system.
I think you're on the right article.
Centaurs, Neptune Trojans, trans-Neptunian objects, which is the term preferred in astronomical circles. See,
that would be a much better title for this game.
See, you know, calling them asteroids in astronomical circles is like calling them like faggots in like, you know, regular circles or something. Like it's an offensive term to call them asteroids. Don't call them that. They're trans-Neptunian objects. Or no, minor planets. I guess that's the preferred term. Minor planets. They're minor planets. It's like little person, you know, you can't say midget, you have to say little person.
Yeah.
You have to say minor planet, it's not an asteroid. What do we have? How do I... Asteroids game. I figured it out. Asteroids game. So we're gonna play all the games that came out.
Yeah, we're gonna play all the games. We're gonna play all the games that we remember.
It's not gonna be like the weird thing about this is it's not really gonna be like necessarily all the games that like every other person who grew up when we grew up played. It like a bunch of them will be like, you know, Mario 64 or whatever, but like a bunch of them are gonna be dumb. Like a bunch of them are gonna be some random dumb game that only we played.
Yep.
Or whatever.
It's very
okay,
this is a very selfish let's play.
Okay. Asteroids opening parentheses video game closing parentheses. That's the article I want to be on. Okay, so Asteroids is an arcade space shooter released in November 1979 by Atari Incorporated and designed by Lyle Raines and Ed Logg. The player controls a spaceship and an asteroid. Shut up. It was conceived during a meeting between Logg and Raines and used hardware developed by Howard Dellman, previously used for Lunar Lander, based on an unfinished game titled Cosmos, and inspired by Space War! Exclamation point. That's like Kerrang! Kerrang! Exclamation mark.
Yeah. It's so exciting.
And Computer Space. Dragon Place! Computer Space. Those are probably great games. Asteroids' physics model and control scheme were derived by Logg from these earlier games and refined through trial and error. Vector display, two-dimensional view that wraps around both screen axes. Acclaimed by players and video game critics for its vector graphics, controls, and addictive gameplay, Asteroids was one of the first major hits of the golden age of arcade games. Sold over 70,000 arcade cabinets, and provided both popular... With players proved it provided popular. It has been ported to multiple platforms. So I guess Nolan Bushnell didn't have anything to do with it. Nolan Bushnell was like Atari man, right? He made like the Atari.
I have no idea.
In 1966, Nolan Bushnell saw Space War for the first time at the University of Utah, and then he made a TV box.
So I would agree with those claims about the awesome vector graphics and the gameplay.
Is that sarcasm or is that like a
no? Like this.
It's like
this seems pretty rad for 1979. Like this
like
is a fun game.
If you were what's his name? If you were like Kelso. If you were
that 70
Ashton
show.
Kutcher. If you were Ashton Kutcher in 1979 and you were just sick of climbing up on water towers and stuff, and somebody showed you this, you would do nothing but smoke weed and play this, I think.
This is my mind is fucked.
You just
it's
like
so hard.
Listen to disco and smoke weed and play this.
Fuck.
So there's just like spaceships randomly.
There are.
I didn't know there were spaceships in this game. All I remember is the asteroids. And your spaceship.
They are worth a lot of points.
There's points?
Yeah, that's
right,
like the point of the
score.
game.
What's with this font, bro? Like, what's with the...
I don't know. I think they made it up. I think they designed the font with vector graphics. I think all the asteroids might be randomized, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, they made a shitload of money. $150 million in sales in this game. There's like ports and stuff. And like
So from what I can tell, the basic strategy is destroy as many of the small chunks as possible.
okay.
Because
like,
each time you break a new big one, you get a bunch of smaller ones. And that makes it a lot more dangerous to be flying around.
yeah. You get more points for the big ones though?
You get less points.
Well then what the fuck? Why'd you ever shoot a big one?
I mean, when you shoot a big one, it makes a bunch of smaller ones.
Yeah,
so
but you gotta do that in
so
like a manageable way. Like you can't take on more than you can handle.
Yeah, like you have to take them all out eventually. Fuck, I just got shot. I'm getting a little bit better.
There's apparently 2 saucers. There's a big one and a
there's
little
a big one and a little one. What's the difference?
Big saucer shoots randomly and poorly, while the small saucer fires frequently at the ship.
That's pretty interesting.
After reaching a score of 40,000, only the small saucer appears.
So they're like easy free point. Oh shit.
As the player's score increases, the angle range of the shots from the asteroids appears. The angle range diminishes until the saucer fires extremely accurately.
Oops. Shit.
There's bugs. Game slows down as you get 50 to 100 lives due to a programming error, and that there is no limit for the permitted number of lives. Player can lose the game after more than 250 lives are collected. There's like a whole bunch of shit that happened.
So I guess you can shoot as fast as you want, but you can only have 4 projectiles on the screen at once.
What? Oh, you can't shoot anymore?
Like, yeah, you can shoot as fast as you want, but in order to shoot more than 4, or another
Is it
one
literally
after,
as fast as you want? Like, go into fat mode real quick.
it's pretty fast.
But there is like a limit on how fast you can shoot.
Yeah.
It seems like. Yeah. We should forever type all of our emails to people and everything ever in this stupid font. Hello, I am human.
Welcome.
Shall we trade meats? We are human.
We have traveled far to bring you these meats.
From far from place on Earth, not space, for we are not alien, we are human.
These are not human meats.
University of California, Berkeley. I don't know. Yeah, they made a game. They were like, Atari wanted them to make a game, and they were like, hey, let's make a game where you blow up asteroids.
That's what they did. They accomplished that.
They just made it.
What's the top score?
The top score of asteroids? Oh, that's a whole heading on this Wikipedia article. Highest score. On November 13th, 1982, 15-year-old Scott Safran of Cherry Hill, New Jersey set a world record of 41,336,440 points on the arcade game Asteroids, beating the
41 million?
Beating the 40,101,910 point score set by Leo Daniels of Carolina Beach on February 6th of 1982. In 1998, to congratulate Safran on his accomplishment, the Twin Galaxies Intergalactic Scoreboard searched for him for 4 years. They're just trying to find him for 4 years until 2002, when it was discovered that he had died in an accident in 1989.
What?
They were just like, what happened to this dude? It's like in 1998, when the games industry was like a real thing, suddenly people were like trying to do stuff. like suddenly there were intergalactic scoreboard committees and shit, and they're like looking for these ancient legendary guys, and they can't find them because that's how the world worked before the internet. It's just like that. There was no record of that dude being around really, except for like his like birth certificate or something, his like high school yearbook, and then they discover that he died. They presented an award to the surviving members of his family, commemorating the asteroid champion's achievement. On April 6, 2010, John McAllister broke Safran's record with a high score of 41,338,740 in a 58-hour internet live stream. Like, of fucking course.
Well, that's just disrespectful to the dead.
No, that's like a law of thermodynamics or whatever. It's like, if there's something to be won, I want it. I want my name up on there. That's that Apache blood in me, son.
Good job, you beat a dead guy.
Like, that would have happened, like, you know, before the internet, if there was the internet. If you just, like, gave people in 1972 the internet suddenly, they would totally be making videos of themselves, like, winning at everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like it's like how, you know, whenever you look up what's the oldest whatever on record, like oldest dog or whatever, it's like there's this one dog that lived to be like 28 that we know of for sure, and then there's this other dog that one guy said lived to be like 6,000. But like sometimes that's probably true, like, you know, sometimes it's ridiculous, but sometimes there probably totally is like a guy who technically exceeds the highest like recorded record of a thing, you know?
Yeah.
So like there's probably some guy who got like 1 billion points in this game or something.
Yeah.
There's probably some guy that got so many points that like the integer that holds that, the like int variable that holds that score number like overflowed and broke the game or whatever. Is that how that works? What happens when you increment an int over the like limit of bits that it can have in it or whatever? Does it break, or does it just like wrap around, or what?
I think it's pretty bad, isn't it?
I don't know. That seems like a pretty big flaw in like how ints work or whatever. If you can just do that, you can just add a bunch to it. So you're hot on the heels of
yeah, that's what I was thinking about. What is
I want to see what that looks like. Like what does it look like to play this game on a really high level? You know, like
yeah,
I bet it's scary.
I have 4,380 points that game.
It's funny to think about like Japanese bullet hell games as being like semi-related to this one. Like there's like this, and then there's Galaga,
yeah,
and then there's like modern Japanese bullet hell games.
There's like Geometry Wars as basically a direct descendant of this, I guess, right?
Is that what Geometry Wars is? Geometry Wars is a thing I have heard the name of a bunch and I have literally never ever seen ever.
It basically looks like this, except it's crazy colorful and like a million things going on.
Okay.
It's even like kind of wireframe like this, I think.
Yeah.
High scores.
Asteroids will be appearing in the upcoming film Pixels, which is a science fiction comedy film by Columbia Pictures. It's gonna have Adam Sandler and Kevin James and Peter Dinklage.
Hey, Dinklebot.
Wouldn't it be funny if Peter Dinklage just becomes that, like, the kind of guy who would hang out with Adam Sandler and Kevin James? Like, like everybody thinks he's all awesome, and then everybody doesn't really like him in Destiny because people are dumb.
Yeah.
And then now he's Rob Schneider. And now he's just some
That's the evolution
fucking
of
guy.
his career.
Yeah.
Now he's Rob Schneider.
Wouldn't it be great? Like, because the thing is, like, usually, like, little person actors are like comic actors, you know? Like, it seems like they're usually either like extras or comic actors, because like, hey, that's like gotta be. Aren't midgets funny? or whatever. But like Peter Dinklage is just an awesome, like somehow convinces assholes to give him good roles, like rad actor who happens to be a little person, and it'd be super funny if he just became like a different kind of B-movie actor than most little person actors are. Like, you know, most of the time a little person actor is just like in B-movies because the film industry is dumb. But like, it'd be funny if he just did it to himself. If he just like chose a bunch of stupid roles and phoned in a bunch of performances and stuff. That'd be awesome. How come Adam Sandler sucks? Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, he's great. He's like a lovely person. Like, to, you know, like Jon Stewart interviews him and he's just like a wonderful human being. But he's not like good at stuff anymore.
Yeah.
It seems like. I mean, I haven't seen him do stand-up recently, so maybe he's good at that. But it seems like all the movies he does are like super stupid.
I don't really know what he's trying for. It seems like he would be better suited for like kids' movies.
Yeah.
These days, but they're like still for adults.
You almost got hit by that asteroid. You were like, oh shit, I gotta haul ass out of here. Yeah, they're kids movies for adults.
Yeah,
that's what they're
so
like.
I don't like that. It's not a thing that man.
It's like a thing that has literally no audience, except that apparently they totally have an audience. Or something. Do they make money? Do they flop or do they make money?
I don't know. That would be interesting to know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because there's things that people hate that make a lot of money.
Yeah. It's just a mad world we live in.
Okay,
I long for a simpler time. when
without like electricity
when this was the only game that you could play on the Nolan Bushnell Lightbox, and
like polio didn't have a vaccine and stuff.
Yeah, it was so complicated. It's so complicated now. You can get polio and then you're all sad, but then there's a vaccine, and so you're like, oh, why was I sad? Now I don't even know how to feel. Back then, it's just like you get polio. Oh, yeah, now I know how to feel. I'm sad. I'm
I'm sad because I'm gonna die.
You die of polio?
I'm sure you die
of polio. You die of polio? What does polio do to you? I don't know what any disease does to anyone. Like, I don't know what, like, Ebola does.
Pretty sure Ebola makes you bleed out your eyes or whatever.
What?
Pretty sure Ebola makes you bleed out your eyes or something.
You bleed out your eyes and then your asshole, and then you grow another asshole on your forehead and bleed out that one too.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of ascension. Like, instead of growing a third eye or whatever,
you grow a second
second asshole. Yeah. Yeah. Geek, you're like my second asshole.
You're my first penis.
You didn't have one, and then I came along. What if you were like missing a part your whole life and then you found it?
My detachable penis.
Like that one manga. What? What was the song?
Detachable penis.
By what? By wasabi in your neck?
No, it was like on the radio.
Oh.
I don't know how it was on the radio.
Penis.
Also reminds me of the times that I was playing these games.
Tell me about those times.
So I remember sitting on the floor in the basement playing this game on a joystick thing. And that's the reason we're playing this right now, is because I remember playing this on a joystick thing in my basement.
That's when that dude in the long jacket had you go into the dark cellar.
He let me out of my hole, though.
He let you out of your hole sometimes, and you could play with the joystick.
Yeah, but I had to go to the cellar after that.
So you had a joystick thing, and you were playing Asteroids. Like, what could that have been? What was that?
Yeah.
Did your dad have an arcade cabinet?
No, it wasn't. It was like just a joystick that contained the game too, I think. And you plugged that into the TV, and then it's got like Asteroids on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I I don't know what that is,
Yeah,
but it's the thing that I remember.
Me neither.
So it's
I
like
think you made
one of
that
the
up.
first. Maybe I made it up. One of the first games I remember playing.
Yeah.
It was on a wood panel TV.
Was it like real wood or was it like pretend wood?
I have no idea.
Are there any TVs that have real wood on them?
As a child, I wasn't like familiar with like.
So that things could be pretend things.
Yeah.
Like when you got your Pokedex or whatever from McDonald's, that was just a fucking Pokedex.
Yeah.
It was just a god, even though it was like the wrong size and didn't like work.
Yeah, that had no impact
This
on me.
condom is made of mongoose hair, so it doesn't even work. I can't believe they took that joke out of,
Yeah,
or like
I hate those
changed
little
the
ships.
joke that went in that slot in the director's cut of that movie.
Okay.
Of Anchorman 2.
I think this is my last try. Oh!
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen you do. You just like freaked out and ran toward the asteroid.
It's
Like a thing a dog would do or something when it's freaking out.
the physics on this are interesting to try and.
Yeah, I mean
there now.
you gotta like move and you gotta like shoot.
It's all slidey though.
Yeah, like
There's a
fucking
lot of-
like fucking Half-Life and
Shit.
Half-Life 2, like when you land on a thing in the Source engine and you like slide 10 feet.
Yeah, exactly.
What a bunch of horse shit. Fucking Ravenholm falling off of buildings into zombie nests because Gordon Freeman walks around with
Fuck.
like cold, wet feet all the time or something. He's just barefoot, just got out of the shower.
So I have failed. I was trying to beat my top score.
What was your top score?
Well,
Was that your first score? The one when you did AAA?
No, I accidentally did that again at one point.
Oh my god. Are you retarded? Are you a retarded person?
I think so. So that's Asteroids, I guess.
That is Asteroids.
That's
I
a
don't know,
game.
like, what else to do with Asteroids.
I think that's all you do.
I mean, like, it seems like a pretty good game.
It's pretty good.
It's a
I'd
pretty
say
good
it's
game.
a good game.
Like, it's not, like Dynasty Warriors Strike Force. Like, would you rather play, right now, if you had to play a game for, like, another hour, would you want to play Dynasty Warriors Strike Force or Asteroids?
If those were my choices,
Those were your choices.
I think I'd want to play Dynasty Warriors.
What? Okay, what does that say about the quality of this game?
It's a great game. I just don't.
Is it like how
I don't have a huge.
is it like how the Beatles are fantastic? Like they're like objectively like one
Yeah,
of the best.
this is objectively
like, popular
a
music
great
groups.
game, but I don't
like, you'd
personally
rather
feel the
listen
need
to-
to like try to best my score in Asteroids.
Yeah.
Which is all you do.
Like
That's great in a certain way, but I don't. I would rather explore the shitty content in Dynasty Warriors.
you'd rather fetishize your hatred of that game
Yeah.
than like just sit around in mild, amusement at this one or whatever.
The thing is, there's going to be more to it.
Shut up, Surface.
There's more to explore in Dynasty Warriors, and I feel like I've explored all there is to explore in Asteroids.
You've mastered this game clearly with your 5,200 points.
Yeah, I am a.
Master Blaster. So why did the International Games News Corp make?
I don't know. As you can see, we're playing this on IGN.
Yeah, it's like a Flash.
Imagine Games
It's
Network.
like a Flash thing. Is that what IGN stands for?
I think that's what IGN stands for. My mic almost fell over.
You're dumb. IGN, Imagine Games, Asteroids, done in the can.
Apparently, they
Episode
have
1.
a bunch of games.
By the way, hi internet. I'm a guy, and this is a different guy from me. We're two different guys.
We're two guys that exist.
We're around.
We're
We're
around.
like 24 and stuff.
And this is what we do with our time.
Yeah. All hope is gone.
All hope is lost.
God
We are in a
himself
pit of
has
despair.
reached his fucking arm through just to push us down. just to hold us down.
So this is what we resort to, going back to our childhood.
Yeah. It's hard to believe it could come down to this. Back at the beginning! Yeah. Did you say what your name was? I called you Eek a bunch of times and you put it in the thing. Your name's Eek. It's weird. That's a weird thing about us. So, like, we call each other our internet names, which is like a thing that dumb kids do or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, it's like the best solution, like the optimal solution for most circumstances. Because, like, so we met each other when we were like 12 on the internet. I lived in Minnesota at the time, and you lived in Colorado. And we were like 12 because 2002 Halo, or 2001 Halo, you were 12, I was 11.
Yep.
Yeah, so, and we like played Xbox Live and stuff, and you were Ecolite for some reason, and I was Grimes because Black Hawk Down and Ewan McGregor and stuff, and my name is Jake and your name is Eric, but it'd be weird for me to call you Eric. Like,
yeah.
It feels like I'm like your mom scolding you or something. Eric Matthew Hallfelder.
Is my whole name, apparently.
Is your whole name. Born in sleepy South Park, Colorado. That's where you're born, right?
Jake Slippery Fingers Talent.
That's what they call me. That's what the ladies call me. You know how those fingers get slippery, man. Yeah.
So yeah, that's who we are, I guess.
Who we
You can
are.
call us whatever you want. I don't
Eek,
care.
Eek. I dream of a unified Japan. We like the movie The Last Samurai, starring Tom Cruise. Shut up. Shut up. I can hear you. Shut up. It's good. So yeah, we're gonna do maybe more of these videos or something. This was Asteroids, and we're looking at more classic Atari games for some reason right now. Next one is gonna be Super Mario, maybe Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros.
Probably Super Mario Brothers. We're doing this in chronological order.
Yeah, like we could do it in the order that we remember stuff, but I don't remember stuff. So we basically just like went through the list of all games that Wikipedia has, and like
picked out
whenever
the ones
one
that
made us like hump the air, we put it on the list.
Yeah. When one had an impact,
Too many impact. All the impact.
we put it on there, and we're gonna play through them chronologically.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yep. Chrono Trigger.
Big Dumb Let's Play.
Big time. Let's play.
Big Dumb Let's Play end.
Represent. Drop the mic. That's me dropping the mic.